It's fine, sir. It's fine, sir.
Just, yeah. Now let's do one thing. Let's do the setting of this. Let's do the let's format this, because right now this looks very.
Okay, sir.
So we will be formatting this. So how do you format? The format option is in the next second button, right? Yeah. So
Right, sir.
let's do the coloring of this. Make the things bold, padding. I think let's do that. Let's go to canvas settings first. In canvas, it is 16 by 9. Is vertical element. Go to just click on the middle. Make it middle. Okay. Now after this, now let's go to the next one. Canvas background. What is the background you want? White background, something color. Make a color from that. Choose some color from
Okay,
there.
sir.
You want to make a black color?
Okay, sir. So I just choose a random color here.
Canvas background, right? It should be very professional, so that the person who is going to use this dashboard, you should feel very comfortable about this. Now, see, there are two
Okay,
things we
sir.
can do. We can either use a color, or we can use also image, right? Here we can also image a background image, or we can also use the color. So if you want to use the background image, you have to click on that image icon and put the image from your. Sorry.
Okay, sir.
If you have any image, you can take the image.
I have added, but it's not showing here, sir.
Okay. So now come down to the bottom. You see the image fit. Below that, you see image fit. Go to fill option. We'll see it later. Okay. Now make it reduce the transparency. Reduce the transparency to 50%.
Okay, sir. This is a volleyball picture, sir.
Yeah. So now you can see the background image.
Yes, sir.
Reduce the transparency again to see, as you reduce the transparency, you see a greater more clear picture.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So we can make a dashboard on top of that. If you increase the transparency, the image will fade.
Okay, sir.
So this is your you're making a dashboard over an image now.
Yeah, you may go. Okay, sir. So it can we can make it like uploading the dash first the picture, then we can make some slices and tables into
Yeah,
it,
yeah,
sir.
yeah. Now you can also see the go to image fit once again. Image fit and make it normal there. Make it
Okay,
normal.
sir.
See, this is a normal image. If you go to image now, again go to the drop down and take option fit option.
Okay, sir.
This is a fit option, right? Again, you go to image
Okay,
fit
sir.
and click on the fill option.
Yes. Okay, sir.
This is filling the option, right? So how you want
Okay,
to
right, sir.
how you want to have the dashboard background image? You can choose
Okay,
from
sir.
here. And if you want to if you want to fade the image, you have to increase the transparency. Just increase the transparency to 70%
Okay, sir.
and see how this is fading away.
Yes, sir. So transparency means like opaque here, sir. Like that
Yeah,
we
yeah.
can able to see it.
Yes, yes. If you increase transparency, it will become fade. And if you reduce the transparency, it will get brighten up. Just reduce the transparency once
Okay,
again. Make it 50% somewhere. 50.
okay, sir.
And see,
50%.
yeah. So now you have to make a decision when you want to have a faded image or when you want to have a bright image. That's what a decision you have
Okay,
to
sir.
make. Suppose you want to make your visuals to be more brighter than the image. So right now we are building a dashboard. So the dashboard which you are going to build, which will have visuals, tables, slices, right? And your metrics, means your cards. So you want them to be more brighter and more visible than the background image. In that case, what you will do, you will fade your background image.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so just fade it, make it 70%. Make it transparency is 70% somewhere. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Now we'll go to the wallpaper. Okay, again, see in the wallpaper, you can just in the wallpaper this background this color is white, right? Make it
Right.
make it some other color, make it blue or somewhere. At the bottom you see the fourth color. At the bottom you see, yeah. So now what you have done is you have a background image. Now you are coloring your background image with a wallpaper,
Okay, sir.
right? Now suppose you, instead of color you want to use a image again for wallpaper. So you can choose a different image from the image which you have chosen right now.
Okay, sir. We can use like, but it is a coding image, sir, here.
Yeah, no problem. Whatever image you want to choose.
Okay, so should I have to delete that first one, sir? This canvas background?
Yeah, see if you do like this, wedding like this.
Yes, sir. But it is clear, sir. I think it's so visible to us.
Yeah, yeah. Here from the image fit.
So,
Yeah, yeah. Please do. Please do whatever you want to do. Please do.
okay, sir. So it's fine, sir.
Yeah, see, this is another image you have chosen, right? And now you go to image
Yes,
fit,
sir.
go to the image fit and choose the fill option.
Okay, sir.
So if you want to make it a smaller image, you have to make a image smaller in your. You want to what do you say? If you want to increase transparency, it will get filled away. Increase transparency. Just
Yes, sir.
increase the transparency to 70%, 80%. Yeah, leave it now. See, now the image getting faded away.
Okay, sir.
So this is how you can make your dashboards. The background image or the wallpapers, and you can give a very professional look to your dashboard.
Okay,
Means
sir.
person who is looking at the dashboard, he should get an intuitive understanding by looking at the dashboard itself, what it is made for. Suppose if you have the background image Saptah ki cover live, right? The background image is like this, and if you're making a dashboard for the news,
Okay, sir.
so person will understand immediately that this particular dashboard is for the news. Right? The person will immediately understand this particular dashboard is for the news by looking at background image.
Right, right, sir.
So if your client asks you to get you a good wallpaper or a good wallpaper which is related to your work, your client asks you to get a good background image which is related to your work or the concept of the dashboard. So you can choose some kind of images which is closely attached or closely having a correlation with your purpose of your dashboard, so that the person or the reader who will look at the dashboard immediately get the understanding the purpose of the dashboard.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so now let's go to second filter pane.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, in filter pane, if you see, we have text and icons color, and what is filter pane here? The filter pane is on the left hand side. You can see the left hand side of visualization. Right, this is your filter pane. whatever filters you want to make, you can make a filter from here itself.
Okay.
So as of now, we have not added any data fields here. If you want, if we add some data fields, we can filter from there also. Have you worked on pivot table? Have you worked on the pivot table ever? In the Excel?
Pivot table, sir.
No, pivot table.
Never worked on it. But I have looked at pivot table, but never worked on it.
Yeah, in the pivot table, there will be an option called filters. Right. So when
Okay,
you,
sir.
and that will only work when you put the data field in the filters. Same thing here also. If you book something on the filter, for example, the revenue category is there, right? You can take the revenue category, put in the filter in the data field of the. Yeah, take it. Just click on, drag that, and put it to the added IAS. But put there. Okay. So now from here you can do the filters. If you want data, suppose we have a slicer there, right? We have a slicer on the dashboard now. But if you don't want a slicer on the dashboard, you want to put the slicer on the, you want to put the filter on the filter pane. The purpose of
Okay.
slicer and the purpose of filter is same.
Okay, maybe both will filter out the low revenue and high revenue.
Yes, yes. So, but we have to make it very clear to the your client or the reader of the dashboard that you are putting the filter, you are how to use the filter pane.
Okay,
And
sir.
give the option to him. Give the option to him whether he wants the filter pane on the dashboard or on the filter pane.
Okay, sir.
Okay, if you can ask your client or you can ask the reader of the dashboard whether he wants the slicer over the dashboard, or he wants the slicer like in the form of filter in the filter pane. If you say, okay, no, I want the slicer, I don't want slicer, I want a filter on the filter pane, then you don't need to build a slicer. You will save your space.
Okay, so we can remove it later.
No, don't remove right now. We have to.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so now you got understanding what is filter pane.
Yes, sir. I opened slicer. If you wanted to make it filter the dashboard, we will use slicer. If you wanted to use the filter pane, then we will use pre-filter option.
Yeah, but you have to ask your client what he wants, what he's comfortable with.
Okay, sir.
Okay, now let's go to formatting again.
Filter cards. Sir.
Filter cards. Okay, go to the state default slide. How you want? Suppose you want here the text. Okay, go to input now. Make the change of the color. Make it some dark, light, some light dark color. We should be able to see that. Any dark color. Yeah. No, that's any dark color.
Dark color. Okay.
Blue. Again, this is light color.
Okay.
Make sky blue. Yeah, make it something like this. Yeah. Now go to borders. Yeah, make a color again. Make a blue color. No, left hand side. The color which you have chosen, right? The color which you have chosen. Third color. First row, third color. First row, third color.
Third color.
Yeah.
This one.
Yeah. Okay, now go to background. Again, make it red. Yeah. Okay, now we will go. This is for the filter card. So require single selection, require add data fields here. So this is filter card at the bottom. We have filter on. Okay, we can add basic filtering, filter type. Require single add data fields here. We can add more data fields there. Okay. Now filter on all pages. Now if you look at the left hand side in the filter pane, you see filters on all pages. At the bottom you see there are filters on all pages. At the bottom you see सबसे नीचे में
Right, sir.
So if you want a filter to apply on one single page, or if you want to apply filter on all the pages.
Okay, sir.
Suppose
So
you are
this is
choosing,
the option.
yes, if you want to filter to be applied in all the pages, then you take the revenue category and put into the
All the pages.
all
sir.
the here at the bottom.
Okay, sir.
Okay. If you want to get filter on a single page, then you
Then-
see
Then
over
we
here.
have
Yeah.
it's like sir, we have to put it here.
Yeah. No. We have, suppose your revenue category already have used it for the current page, right? And you also use revenue
Okay.
category for all the pages. So if you are using for all
Okay,
the
sir.
pages, then you don't need to put this over here. So already you're using revenue category for all the pages already,
All the pages. Okay, sir.
right?
Got it.
Just give me 2 minutes. Just give me
Okay.
2 minutes. I'm coming back.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay.
Hello. Good morning. ఎక్కడి నుంచి మాట్లాడుతున్నారు? టాటా క్యాపిటల్. చెప్పండి. అంటే డైలీ పేమెంట్ చేయాలా? డైలీ పేమెంట్ చేయాలా? అంటే రేపు నిన్న ఒకసారి ఎవరో నాకు చెప్పారు, నేను పేమెంట్ చేశాను ఫోన్పే నుంచి. మళ్ళీ ఈరోజు కూడా పేమెంట్ చేయాలా? పంపించాను కూడా అండి వాట్సాప్లో. అంటే ఎవరికి పంపించాలి ఇప్పుడు? ఏంటంటే నిన్న నేను చేసిన పర్సన్ అది మీ ఆఫీస్ నుంచి కాదా? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Sorry for.
Can you start it, sir?
Yeah. So now we have got this slicer, and we have review. Now you go to this format again. Click on the slicer. Click on the slicer. Now go to format again. Now go to slicer general. Go to size settings. Size settings. Okay. Here now go to the selection. Selection we have already done. Right.
Okay.
We have done for show select all. Right. We have done it. Now go to slicer header. Okay. Now you make this one bold. See, if you want to change your font, you can change the font also.
Okay, sir.
If you want to change the name, suppose you want to change the name revenue category, right? So change the
Okay,
name
sir.
also here. Write a name again, revenue category. Remove that one, and you can change the name also from here. Okay, now you just if you want to change the font, you can change the font also.
Now you have is it Arial is fine, sir.
Yeah, Arial is fine. And then now you can increase the font size a little bit. Make it 20. Okay. Okay. Now you can suppose you have improved now font color. If you want to change the font color, you can change the font color also. It should be professional. It should be visible to the reader, right?
Okay,
Now this is the font color we have chosen. We have chosen all this, and now go to the border at the bottom. Yeah. If you want to choose the border, suppose you want to choose top border, just click on top border. So you see the top border on there. If you want to see bottom border,
right.
you want to see bottom border, you want to see the bottom border also. Right? If you want to see left and right border, you can click on left and right also. Right? So if you now see the total border, means the revenue category is surrounded by 4 borders.
Okay.
So if you want to see only two top and bottom, remove left and right. If you want left and right, remove top and bottom.
So,
So how you want to display your if you don't want any border, don't select any of them.
okay, sure.
Right. So in this case let's choose the top bottom border. Okay. So you see one single line is there. Right. Now you want to change the color of the border, the line which you have chosen, the border line. Want to choose a change of the color, make it something visible color, blue. Yeah, blue one. Yeah, click on the blue one. Yeah, see the blue color you can see. Right
Okay,
now
sure.
you want to change the width of this line. You want to change the width, so just come on and increase the width from here, make it 5. Yeah, see now you can see the width,
Okay, sure.
right?
Right, sure.
Now you can go to the background. Yeah, there is no color here at the moment. If you want to choose any background color, choose any light color. Yeah, see, in the background color is changed. The revenue category.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Now go to the values. Okay. Now you want to make this one bold. The values which are there, make it bold. Okay. Revenue category has become bold. Now, if you want to change the okay. Now you can increase the font, change the font color. If you want to change the font color to some other color. Yeah. Increase. Make it 17, 18. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Now suppose you want to increase the padding. Padding is a gap between two boxes.
Okay, sure.
Increase the padding. See the what is happening. Okay. The gap is increasing now, right?
Right.
Okay, now go to the border. We have top, here also, if you want to remove the borders, you can remove the borders. See, the borders are coming out, right? So
Okay.
now if you want to put top border, put the top border. Yeah. Now put the left border. See, the left border is coming up. Put the right border. So now what is happening here is that whatever the slices options we have, the categories we have, right? We're choosing the borders for them.
Okay, sure.
So now if you want to reduce the width of the line, you can also reduce the width of the line and make a smaller boundaries, small means thinner boundaries. You can reduce the size of the.
Recording in progress.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, sharing my screen, sir.
Yeah.
This last background is there.
Yeah. So what we have seen now, go to background. So the background also right now we have choosing a white color, right? You can choose some other color, like some light colors,
Okay, sure.
some pink, white, right? So no, not blue. Go to pink, light pink or light yellow. Some light colors. It look very professional.
Yes, sir. Okay, okay, sure.
Okay. So this is how we can actually. Now we have a background color is white. Oh, sorry, background color is the light color. Now go a little up. We have to see values. We have made changes. Borders. We have made changes. Background. We have not. Background. We have made changes for the revenue category. Slicer header. We have just come down. Go to the background image. Background. We already made changes, right? We have made this is what the revenue category, and for the okay. So here any questions? How to make the changes on the heading? How to make changes on the borders? How to make changes on the padding? How to make changes on the values?
Yes. No, sir, I'm clear about it, sir.
Yeah. So whatever changes you want to make, you have to select that particular. You have to select that particular attribute. Like if you are selecting the slicer, then you can format the slicer. If you select the visual, you will format the visual. If you select the background,
Okay.
you will format the background.
Okay, sir.
Okay, you have to select the particular attribute or particular function, then you can actually make the changes over that.
Okay, sir.
Okay, now
Okay, sir.
so I want to make this one. Go to general again. Go to general. Next visual, there is general.
Okay.
Okay, now go to the properties. Okay, height is all fine. Position, go to position. Okay, this is horizontal. Go to advanced options. Okay, now do one thing. Change in the horizontal, increase the values. Make it 0. Right now it's 0, right? Just change the
Right,
value.
sir.
Yeah, change the value. Let's see what happens there. Keep on increasing. Make it bigger value. Keep on increasing. See what you're seeing there. It is
So
moving
this is moving right,
right
sir.
side.
Horizontally.
Right now, do same thing to the vertical. It is moving down.
Right, sir.
Right. So in the position, you are positioning your slicer. We are giving a gap between the horizontal and the vertical.
Right, sir.
Now go little upwards and see the go a little upwards above the position. Right. No. You have one more attribute before position.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So now here increase the height. Increase the height.
Right, okay.
So what is happening here? The height of the slicer is increasing.
Okay, sir.
Similarly, if you increase the width of slicer will increase. Right? So within general, the first thing is properties. In the properties within, you can increase the size or you can increase the positions. You can change the position of the slicer or you can change the shape of the slicer.
Okay, sir.
Right? Now,
Yes, sir.
now collapse this means reduce proper. Click on the properties drop down. Yeah. Now go to title. Okay. Right now there is no title here.
Okay, sir.
Just click the on. Click this. Right. There is a off. Make it on. Okay. Give a title name. Category. If you see when you write the category, you are able to see something over on
Yes,
top.
sir.
So this when you write these kind of things, this becomes more clear to the reader or the client. Client will understand the slicer even better.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now again,
Okay,
same thing.
sir.
You can change your colors and background. Everything you can change from here, right?
Okay, sir.
You can change the color. You can change the background. You can change the alignments. Okay. Is it clear?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's go to the red. Let's minimize this title also.
Okay, sir.
Next is what effects. Okay. Now go to the background and change the color of the background. Make it some light color, light pink or light blue. See now the previous it was completely white. Now what we are getting?
Now we are getting slightly a purple, sir.
Purple. Right? This is how you can change your the background of the entire slicer.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now if you want to increase transparency, you can increase the transparency means it will become more pale. So right now transparency is how much? 0%, right? If you increase the transparency, it will get more fade, it will get more pale. Just increase the transparency there. Yeah, leave it.
Okay, sir.
See, it is getting pale and pale. Means it's getting fade, the background color is getting faded away.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now, so this is from the general, right? We're going to slicer. From slicer, we're going to general. Within general, we are trying to change the position. We can change the shape. We're trying to change the color of the slicers, right?
Okay.
Now you want to put a border. So go to visual border on. Yeah. Now click expand that. Expand visual border. Yeah. Here, if you see, change the color to red or something, yeah. And increase the size of the size. Yeah, keep on. Increase. Yeah, okay, leave it.
Okay, sir.
So what we're doing is now we are rounding it, right? Now we are rounding the, previously it was square. What we're doing is we're rounding off the edges.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Now last one.
Okay, sir.
The last one is what? Shadow.
Okay, sir.
Okay, now make it on. See, now you can see the shadow of this entire. If you at the bottom, you can see the shadow. Bottom
Right.
edges, you can see that there is shadow of that. And if you want shadow,
Yeah, right.
you can change the color of the shadow also. So right now the color of shadow is black.
Okay, sir.
You can want some other shadow. You can change some other thing. Right? So the shadow is changed. And how we want to shadow? We want shadow to be outside, inside.
Okay, sir.
Right? You can change it. Now position. You want to have a shadow where? Top right, or where you want to have a shadow. You can also decide that from here.
Okay, sir.
These things matters a lot because sometimes client will say, I want a very aesthetic dashboard. Aesthetic means beautiful dashboard.
Okay, sir.
Client will define, I want a very aesthetic dashboard, very beautiful dashboard. So when a client puts such kind of demand, then you have to do a lot of work on the formatting.
Okay, sir.
Now you go to header icons. The last header icons. Okay. Now here, if you put the background header icons, right? Header icons. Now choose the color, background color. Make it red. Yeah, red means yeah. See what you are seeing here is, there are 3 icons at the end of the slicer.
Right, sir.
So you make it, don't choose a very dark color because we already have choosing of light colors. Make it something light also, light only. Light blue or something. Right, now this is visible. So this is here, this is something very useful will be very useful for you, and also
Okay.
useful for the client. So we need to show them those 3 buttons.
Okay, sir.
And this is called header icons. If you want to give border, choose the border, give a border to them.
Border, sir.
Yeah. Header icons, go to header icons. In the border section, right now it is white. You can choose, no, border, yeah.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Choose some color, the blue color you can choose, or a red color you can choose. Something which is going to be visible apart from the blue. Right, so right now,
So it is not.
you have to make it red.
Okay, sir. Visible, sir.
And that is not the border. The border is for the header icons. Are you doing for the
Oh,
header?
sorry, sir. This one, sir.
Yeah, header icons, right? You got to go to the header
Okay.
icons. Go to header icons. Where is header icons? These header icons. Okay. So the border will be very light, which will not be visible because we have to increase the. Okay. Now fine. Everything is fine now. Now let's go
Okay,
to.
sir.
This is transparency. Yeah. Okay. Now we have everything done in this.
Okay.
So this is how you format your visual. Sorry, slicer. First, you are going to
Okay,
you're
sir.
going to first you are pressing the format button, which is second button, middle button on the top. On the top, you see middle button. Yeah, that you're clicking. Then you're going to visual first. From there, you're going to
Okay,
visual.
sir.
Within visual, you are playing with each and every option there, right?
Okay, sir.
After that, you're going to general, and again you are playing with all the options.
Okay, sir.
So within formatting, there are two options: visual and general.
Okay, sir.
So you have any questions here?
No, sir. I have it.
What is the role of transparency?
So transparency means like we can fade out the image that we have chosen. So we can, by reducing the transparency, we can fade out the image and we can able to see that image clearly.
Okay. Okay, great. Now let's bring one visual here. Go back to the first option, format visual. First option. Yeah.
Okay,
Now
sir.
let's bring one visual here. That first bar, first chart, row number one. Yeah, that one.
Sir.
Now first you have to come out of the current slicer. Yeah. Now take the. Now take the revenue category on the x-axis. Okay, and put the volume. I think we have a value also there. Total revenue in the y-axis. No, put the revenue category in the y-axis. Sorry, put the revenue category in the x-axis. No, sorry. Put the revenue category in the y-axis and put the total revenue in the x-axis. Total revenue in the x-axis. Okay. Now I will ask you to format this.
Okay, sir. Hmm.
You able to understand it, how to format it?
Yes, sir. I got the culture.
Yeah, so just format it one by one. You have been given a task to make it very beautiful. Right? That is what your objective is.
Okay, sir.
So how much time you are giving to Power BI to practice?
Sir, sir, I'm trying to learn the concept first that you have taught me, sir, in the previous classes, and so that I can able to relate my topics with Power BI, sir. Yeah, DAX formula that you have given to me, sir, I have tried to learn it from my scratch level because this is the first time I'm trying to use the Power BI with the help of supply chain, sir.
Okay.
So it is complete for today, sir.
Yeah. So just make it more professional. This one, right?
Okay, sir.
Formatting is a very important part because success of the many projects depends. 40% success depends upon the formatting.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So
Okay, sir.
we will
I
start.
will
So we will start new DAX codes tomorrow. In the next
Okay.
session, we'll start new DAX codes.
Sure. Okay, sir.
Okay. We'll see you tomorrow then. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
Thanks, sir.
bye.
Recording stopped.